Hi, this is Matt Greenoe with GRIDSMART Technologies. Today we're going to look at the SMCH, which is the hybrid junction box provided by GRIDSMART for connecting the Bell camera as well as the advanced cameras to the GRIDSMART processor. As you can see here, we've got the SMCH junction box. The tools that we're going to use are a Phillips screwdriver, a small 3/32 flathead slotted screwdriver, and you're going to need a 7/16 wrench or deep well socket. Alright, let's get started. First thing you want to do, if you're up in the bucket, to install the SMCH junction box, you're going to simply slide this on the pole before you put the camera on. Just makes for a simple, easy installation. And then you can take your deep well socket and tighten it. You want to make sure that your connectors are on the bottom. Alright, so your camera connector as well as your field cable are coming up from the bottom. This prevents any moisture or rain runoff to get inside the SMC. Even though it's NEMA 4 enclosure, we want to make sure we keep this all pointing down. If you're mounting on a vertical pole, then on the back of the SMC plate, we have 4 nuts that you can remove and rotate the box on the mounting plate to orientate the connectors down. You want to take the cover off. You're just going to use your Phillips head screwdriver. The screws are captive, so they won't fall out. Set your cover to the side. Now what you see inside is the junction box circuit board, and you've got a terminal strip block. This is what we're going to connect the field cable to in order to get communications between the camera and the processor. So the first thing that you want to do is you can go ahead and remove the terminal block from the circuit board. This makes it much easier to install the wiring inside. Now we've already taken our cable that's coming up from the cabinet, and we've stripped about a 1/4 inch cable off the end. So you're going to feed this through the cable grip into the junction box. Now you'll notice on the board itself you've got some instructions and a color code to wire up the terminal block. Our first wire is the orange-white. So we'll find the orange-white wire. We're going to insert it into the first terminal location, and with our small flathead screwdriver, tighten down. Our next color is orange. And you'll notice this is the exact same color code that you used for the RJ45 56.8B connector on the other end. So now you can see we've got all of our wires inserted into the terminal block. Give them a little tug just to make sure everything's well connected. And then we simply can pull that cable back down a little bit until our block lines up with our pins. You want to make sure that when you insert the block back onto the 8 pins, you're actually getting them on the correct pin locations. Press it down. You want to tighten up your cable grip. You can use a wrench or a pair of pliers to tighten that. Make sure you ground your junction box. You want to have at least 5 ohms of resistance to ground. And then you're simply going to plug your cable from your camera into the port on the other side. Once you've done all of that, we're simply going to put the cover back on. There's a small O-ring in the channel that's sealing the box. You want to make sure you have that in the channel. Once you put that in, you can feel it seat. take your Phillips head screwdriver, loosely tighten the 4 screws. That way your cover doesn't get pushed to the side if you tighten one screw down all the way first, just like you would when you're changing your tire on your car. And then you can go back around to all 4 screws, tighten them down good, then you're done. Thanks for spending some time with me on how to wire up the SMCH from GRIDSMART. Have a great day.